Welcome to the super fun game review podcast. Go Mega Ultra Between Review Show. Down. MUBRS.
Podcast?
This MUBRS is for our listeners.
You!
Hey!
This is
And
for
you
guys.
But not for you. Just kidding, you two.
It's our shout-out extravaganza.
Shout out extravaganza.
You get a shout out.
15 minutes of just this.
Yeah,
Yep.
get ready.
No, but for realsies. Oh. I guess that was realsies.
You get a shout out. You get a shout out. You get a shout out.
You get a shot in the mouth. Oh, that's different.
So I guess essentially we've compiled a list of emails and Facebook reviews and iTunes reviews that we've collected that we've just never shared with the audience.
Yeah, you guys have been, honestly, in the last couple months, you guys have been really ramping up the communication, and we love it. I'm constantly, responding to you guys, and we're trying to just, build a community. It's awesome that people like Joe and Kai, reach out, send us emails, It's really cool to really get a perspective on how you guys think we're doing and what you guys perceive our show as. And so this is our thank you to you guys, and we're gonna get through some emails and things like that we've been sent. And
Cool.
Yeah.
So
Thank you. Keep it coming.
Yeah, please.
Yeah,
please.
please.
Definitely.
So let's start out with just a couple Facebook reviews. We'll pass this around just so you guys can all
I
take
can't read. What are you talking about?
Illiterate motherfucker. So this first one, we met him at Too Many Games. This was from Matthew Estock. Matt, he did
Kingdom Bash.
Kingdom Bash.
oh, Maddie from Kingdom Bash.
Yeah.
Oh, cool. Okay, cool.
So he left us a Facebook review,
Awesome.
and it said, "I just want to say I've been listening to your podcast since Too Many Games, and I've enjoyed every minute of it. The review format is relaxed, nonsensical, and a great listen while I'm out driving."
Cool. Thanks, Matt.
Thanks, Matt.
By the way, we all loved Kingdom Bash.
Yes.
Oh, it's such a cool game. We need to make a night of that. Maybe when he does the full release of the game, we could just
play
pick
it.
that up, just have a fun night of it, because
Yeah.
I thought it was a blast.
Just for an extra promotion, definitely go check out his game, Kingdom Bash. You're going to love it. All right,
No.
next one we have is from Tanner Sweeney. Solid podcast with a group of guys who have great on-mic chemistry. It's a great way to explore and fully understand games of all sorts through the experiences of several well-educated gamers. I don't know, well-educated. That might be a stretch, Tanner. It's a super fun time. See what you did. And I look forward to each new episode with anticipation that can only be likened to that of a dog who's just been told they're going for a walk. Keep up the good work, guys. Thanks. And
Just
apparently
licked my microphone accidentally.
you did. That wasn't by accident.
Yes,
Don't
it was.
lie. Well, cool. Thanks, Tanner. Appreciate it.
Hey, let me read Shane's real quick.
Sure.
We never mentioned this before.
Shane who?
My brother. So he left a Facebook review. Said, "Pretty cool station."
Do that again. No, don't do that again. That was perfect.
He said, "Pretty cool station. Really breaks down games, making it able to cover all aspects. Silent Hill, best episode."
Thanks, Shane.
Thank you, Shane.
Thanks.
All right, this is from Joe Christie. I've seen his stuff on Facebook. Thank you. Keep it up, man. Love your guys' show. I was at work searching for something new to listen to on Spotify and stumbled across your podcast.
It's funny that you stumbled over the word stumble.
I did. It stays in. We're going to cut that in. You guys do an excellent job reviewing the games, and you're pretty funny, too. I also really like hearing the different opinions on the games between you guys. You guys put out a quality show, and I really enjoy it. The games I haven't played, your show now makes me want to play them, so I can hear your review on them. Keep up the great work. Below are some games I'd love to hear you guys review. The Metal Gear Solid series. Yes, every fucking game. LOL.
We're getting there, buddy.
Yeah, we're trying. It is by far my favorite video game series. Here.
I hear you.
Actually
Yeah.
typed
Yeah.
in Metal Gear Solid into Spotify to see what it brought up, and that's how I found your podcast.
Oh.
Holy shit. Okay.
That's awesome.
Disappointed that you only reviewed one game out of the amazing series. Yes, that's amazing. The vast storyline, interesting characters, the gameplay, so much content. So yes, every game. Also, the NFL Madden series.
I directly,
You should've read this one, Clark.
I directly responded to this email. I
Yeah.
emailed him back and said I'm the only person that plays Madden, so we probably wouldn't be reviewing it.
No, we should. We should. Just you and me. Just you and me, buddy. What year is your favorite and why? Clark, do you want to answer that?
I answered it in the email.
Oh, I'm sorry.
But honestly, I like to keep up with the newest ones. Although the 25th anniversary was pretty incredible.
Okay. What year did that come out?
It was like a few years ago. It was when I was living with Harry, so 5 years ago.
Oh, okay. So last gen?
Yeah, it was 360.
Okay.
That wasn't 5 years ago.
Yes,
it
it
was
was.
3 or 4. 3 or 4.
Listen to him
My
squabble
son,
like a married
my
couple.
son's 3, and I was almost out. Well, my son will be 4 in September.
And that mole on your face is 6 years old, so it's got to be.
Yeah, dude, it was like we lived together for 2 years, so it was like 5 years ago.
You don't have a mole on your face. You're good.
Oh, okay.
It's just a piece of shit.
I'm not done
Yeah, it's a
with
piece of shit.
with Joe's
On my adventures to the car.
with Joe's message here. All right, bring it in. All right. I'd also like to hear more information about Madden versus NFL 2K. What I've been able to look up mostly revolves around Madden buying the NFL license. I'd love to hear a show about the Madden versus NFL 2K feud. It's a high point. How Madden got the licensing and your opinions on both gaming companies and what you thought was the better NFL gaming brand. Personally, Joe, I gotta say, man, if it's football, I run away screaming. So,
So yeah,
We'll probably-
so I did respond kind of with
Yeah.
that information to him
what information?
about the.
You spoke for us?
No, I spoke for
Who
myself.
do you think you are?
Matt Clark, co-host of this podcast.
What's your middle name?
I'm not telling you that.
I'm gonna use it against you. I'm gonna use your middle name against you.
It's getting cut. I don't care. I hate my middle name.
Is it actually?
Yeah, it is.
It is.
All right.
It's better than my middle
Excellent.
name.
Shut up, Rodriguez.
To actually answer your question, I did respond to Joe, and I told him kind of as the only person that really plays the football franchises here.
Yeah.
I explained to him like what the differences were between Madden and Game Day, which one was my favorite, and he actually posted a bunch of Game Day discs that he had bought in the Facebook group, and I was commenting on those that like Game Day 8 was like one of the best football games I've ever played. With Jerome Bettis on the front, and one of the first that I had for PS1. So, if anyone was curious as to what I had emailed him back, it was something along those lines.
The
Thank
last
you.
Madden I had Michael Vick when he was playing for the Falcons on the front cover.
2007.
Sounds about right.
Last Madden I had to blow into it before I put it in the console.
You blew John Madden?
Oh my God! Thanks
Boom!
for that. Boom! Just walked into that. I shuffled
Yep.
into it.
See, Ralph, what you do is you put the penis in your mouth.
Whoa, Cosby.
It was like
Borderline Cosby.
yeah, it was like Bill Madden.
And then you wait for
Or
the
John
reach around,
Cosby.
and then all of a sudden
I like
I'm
John
gushing
Cosby.
Jello
God.
pudding on your face in the end zone. Kick, boom.
By the way, Joe, thank you for the pictures of the games you've been picking up lately. I really like that Metal Gear art book. Jealous.
That
Jealous.
looks
Jealous.
so cool.
Super jealous.
So much strawberry jelly.
Yeah. Another thing, Joe, when you hear this, there is a comic that is done by the original artist that did all of that artwork.
Oh, what's his name? Dana something? No.
I forget the guy's name, but there's an omnibus. You can get it for like $25-$30 if you can still find one in print. But it's an entire comic in that art style. It's fucking
Oh,
incredible,
wow.
and it's like literally about as thick as your fucking phone from left to right. Like
with a
it's-
case on,
yeah, it's fucking thick.
plugged into a battery pack.
Thick.
All right, so
You did kind of say thick like Jessica from Until
this next email comes from Kai Nishalk or Nishalki. I'm sorry if I butchered that, dude.
You probably did.
Yeah, I probably did. Sorry. Kai, you know who you are. How's it going, everybody? I discovered SFG RPG a few days ago on Spotify while searching for a podcast about the Silent Hill series, and instantly fell in love with you guys. Your show is hilarious and entertaining, but at the same time well-researched and with an eye for detail, which is not always the case. Also, you sound to me like naturally gifted speakers because your voices are very smooth and easy to listen to.
Like
if I am allowed...
butter.
What's that? Jesus Christ.
Slow it down. Get into it.
Don't
Let
don't
the
worry,
words-
Kai. It's really all in editing.
Let the words come out smooth. Smolder.
If I am allowed, I would like to ask a question. Namely, what is your favorite... Sorry.
Porn.
Sorry. Namely,
Cuckold.
namely,
Cuckold.
what is your personal favorite video game genre? That's about it. I wish you the best of luck with the whole project and gladly support you on your journey with some bucks. He did, in fact, become one of our Patreon donors, and if you missed it, last week's Walking Dead was what he had picked for us to review.
Thanks again.
We reviewed it. Thank you again so much, dude.
I was
Cool.
wrong.
Should we do the genre thing?
Yes.
Yes. Like,
Yes.
what's our favorite genre game?
That's a tough one.
Ooh, I'm gonna go with Madden.
Yeah.
Madden's a genre now. Is it?
It kind of
Is it a genre?
It's kind of a genre.
I don't know. I'm torn between like an action story adventure or like first person shooter. Like it's
That's
really
tough.
I'm not really sure. I'm just gonna say they're both kind of balancing on the fence. It's between those two.
Ralph, what do you got?
Oh man, I don't know what to say. I'm pretty much on the line with Steve, but again, that's like me looking at the like as a bird's eye view of how many hours I've played on games. Most of it has been first person stuff, but I don't want to say first person shooter, and I don't want to say first person adventure, which is like Metroid Prime, which I think they're there, or first person
So first person shooter.
RPG.
What-
RPG.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say RPG because that doesn't mean just like JRPG. That means a role playing game that could be third person. So
Yeah,
I'm
you got
going RPG.
you got some room on that one.
a little vague, if you ask me, but I'm
Kart
Yeah,
Racer.
yeah.
You're so vague.
I'm not always in the mood for it, but I think the games I can appreciate the most are JRPGs. I think, without getting into a huge discussion over it,
Yep.
I think that would probably nail it.
I think we all agree.
Oh man, it's so tough. But I honestly like action espionage games, like Metal Gear.
Tactical espionage action.
Things like Metal Gear. Things like I consider The Witcher. I mean, some people think The Witcher is like more styled towards an RPG, but there's a lot of mechanics in that
Western
that just
RPG.
is like really. It's this action RPG style. I love action RPG games, and I love like the sneaking around and stuff
Stealth.
from Metal Gear.
Mhm.
So it's like those two genres combined. However, I mean they're so closely related. Just one ends up being fantasy, and one ends up being like militaristic. I like both of them though.
Kojima blends militaristic and fantasy in Metal Gear Solid 5: The Phantom Pain.
So you must have really liked The Last of Us because it has the sneaking and the RPG elements to it.
No, because
Yes!
that's actually just a bad game.
Yes! Oh, yes. I need a cigarette.
So this next one is from Zach Manco. Hello, Harry, Steve, Matt, and Ralph. Notice he put my name first. Thanks for playing
It's
Coffee
alphabetical.
Crisis.
Save the best for last.
Age before beauty.
Said, thanks for playing Coffee Crisis at Too Many Games. You'll have to let us know when your interview goes up. Hey, guess what? It went up.
Did we not email him back?
I think I did, but
Okay.
he emailed the show. I wanted to get him involved here. We have more projects in the works, like Log Jammers. I know you.
Oh,
some of you
yeah.
guys
Yes,
are big
Logjammers
Oh,
was
yeah.
awesome. Ralph and I talked about that at our first Too Many Games.
He also puts a note. So I maybe you guys didn't see this. He says, so if you want to collaborate more in the future, just give us a shout out.
Yeah.
Shout out.
Awesome.
I would like to. I want to reach out to Zach and see about maybe doing a little more stuff with
Reach out.
Logjammers.
And then we have a new iTunes review if somebody wants to tackle that one.
iTunes,
Yeah.
what's that?
Ooh.
Spotify for the win.
I'm going to use the hit stick
Does
on this
Spotify
one.
have a rating system?
I don't know. I have no idea.
No.
We should look into that. Maybe there's like 400 reviews on Spotify.
Oh, yeah.
I don't think there is one. but-
Before you read that iTunes review,
yeah.
it's been an ongoing contest since January that maybe people aren't fully aware of.
Dude, it's because it's a limited thing. We should just open it up to all of our social media stuff.
But yeah, leave us an iTunes review for a chance to win a $100 gift card to GameStop.
So this iTunes review comes from JMK12588. Super fun for sure. Great podcast for gamers and non-gamers alike. Sit back as knowledgeable hosts take you on a journey through a diverse array of games, breaking them down in a relatable and super fun way. Watch that you don't poop your pants because it gets very funny. Harry,
That was a
literally,
genuine laugh from Steve.
he almost did poop his pants. It was great.
Whoa.
Almost.
What does that say there? Please use the Pepto-Bismol I've enclosed in the pack. Oh, that's weird.
Oh, that is weird that they would send Pepto-Bismol
In
through
email.
iTunes review. That's dedication right there.
So is that it for that piece of paper?
That is it for this piece of paper.
Harry's
Alrighty.
gonna need it.
So, just again, like, we love the support you guys are giving us. Like, you know, reach out, get a hold of us on the page, send us an email. We respond to these things. Like, we like to be able to talk to everybody about whatever they want to talk about. Create posts on our Facebook page. You're more than capable of just posting whatever kind of topics you want. Joe does it. We all end up responding to it. And just we've been loving the recent influx of interaction with you guys.
It's nice.
It's really cool. It's really humbling too. And also there's another person that I just want to give another shout out to that we didn't have on the piece of paper, but is someone that has been supporting our podcast a lot, and that is Bob, Ralph's friend. He's gotten us to review 2 games, and they've turned into really good episodes, honestly, and a lot of good content with me opening a box full of fucking glitter.
That was great, Bob.
Yeah,
I loved it.
I still have my can of pussy up here, actually, sitting there.
Which is an energy drink for those of you who don't know what we're talking about.
Yes, yeah, there was Bob sent us pussy energy drinks
From the UK.
Yeah.
from the UK.
There was some,
Foreign.
some tangy pussy that night.
So yeah, that kind of like love and support is awesome, guys. We really appreciate it.
I'd also like to give a shout out to Andy. We haven't heard from him in a little bit.
Oh,
but
yeah.
he's been a longtime supporter of the podcast. Thank you for your suggestions and your donations. Thanks for everything, Andy.
Yep.
Yeah, definitely. Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much, guys. We really appreciate it. And with that, we will see you next week for Dead by Daylight.
MUBRS
Thanks.
out.
Thanks, guys.